Over high labour costs and proposal to demilitarize the police service. Good day to you. The International Monetary Fund has warned South Africa that high labour costs carry more blame for the country's decline in exports than the strong rand. IMF Deputy Director for Africa, Abebe Selassie, was briefing Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Finance. He says rising wage costs contribute to job losses in South Africa. He says South Africa has had wage increases well ahead of productivity increases. The National Planning Commission has proposed the demilitarization of the South African Police Service. Minister in the Presidency Trevor Manuels told Parliament that there is also a need for a public criteria for senior appointments in the police service. The Commission released its National Development Vision for public comment. Manuel says demilitarizing the police will not be a popular call.
We want to demilitarize the police again, go back to the norms of the Constitution. It's not a popular call, but we have to evaluate the concept of service in SAPS. The idea of a code of conduct to promote discipline. We need public criteria for the senior appointments and explore a dual-track recruitment process.
The family of murdered Pretoria mother Chanel Heening has praised police for the swift arrest of 4 suspects linked to her murder. One of the suspects, suspended policeman Gerhard du Plessis, has appeared in the Pretoria Magistrates Court this afternoon. Henning was gunned down in a drive-by shooting by 2 men on a motorbike shortly after she dropped off her 5-year-old son at a creche in Ferry Glen. Edwin Sidi reports.
Constable du Plessis was the first suspect to be arrested. He then led police to the other 3 suspects. Family spokesperson Jack Foree.
I would just like to thank the police for their diligent work in pursuing these criminals.
The police, Nobesutu Masie, was not forthcoming on reports that Heening's murder could be linked to drugs. Earlier, police questioned her ex-husband who had been fighting for custody of their son, but police say he's not a suspect. The motive for the murder is not yet known. Edwin in City, SABC News.
The Sasolburg Magistrates Court has handed down 5-year suspended sentences to 14 people in connection with the death of former ANC Chief Whip in the Free State, Intai Mokoena, at Denaceville in the Free State. He was assaulted and stoned to death in 2007. The presiding magistrate said the prosecution proved beyond reasonable doubt that the accused had played a part in public violence. Some of them were apparently UDM members who were demonstrating against a lack of service delivery. The ANC says it's disappointed with the sentences. The influx of people from Lesotho to the Free State, as well as the increase in informal settlements, are putting pressure on sanitation in the province. This was revealed during a meeting between the Human Settlements Sanitation Task Team and the provincial government in Bloemfontein. Member of the task team is Patrick Magobula.
The issues are different, but the level of sanitation is almost the same in all the provinces. Like what we've been hearing in this meeting this morning is the issue of sewer spilling into the Caledon River, which is also a big issue. And then that is a result of the bucket eradication. I think the Free State has quite adequate water, as the presenters were saying, but we still have to visit communities.
Italy's Prime Minister-designate Mario Monti says he's formed a new government. Speaking at the presidential palace in Rome, he presented a list of ministers due to be sworn in later today. The top story at 5 o'clock, the IMF has warned South Africa that high labour costs carry more blame for the country's decline in exports than the strong rand.